In this world, kings had absolute power. Their word was law. One wrong move could cost a peasant his life or a noble his wealth. This is the story of Europe during the height of absolute monarchs, a time when rulers ruled with iron fists and fear was the only law.
In the 16th and 17th centuries, Europe was a land of kingdoms, principalities, and empires. The idea of law as a check on rulers was almost non-existent. Feudal systems gave nobles and monarchs extraordinary control over life and property. Kings and queens ruled not only by inheritance, but by fear. Their decrees shaped everything from the food people ate to the punishments they endured for breaking unwritten rules. Known as the Sun King, Louis XIV of France 1643 to 1715 exemplified absolute monarchy. He centralized power, weakened the nobility, and made himself the ultimate law. Versailles, his palace, was both a home and a symbol of control. Any noble who displeased him risked exile or loss of privilege. But for commoners, punishment could be arbitrary. Taxes could double overnight, and harsh penalties awaited even minor infractions. Henry VIII of England, 1491 to 1547, is remembered for his wives, but his rule was also marked by brutality. Laws were interpreted to suit the king's desires. Executions were public, often for minor offenses. Religious reforms gave him more power than the church itself. No one, not even the nobility, could fully oppose him without risk. Fear and spectacle reinforced his absolute authority. For ordinary people, life under absolute monarchs was harsh. Peasants toiled under heavy taxes and labor obligations. Punishments could be cruel, and the concept of fairness was almost non-existent. Guilds and villages had little autonomy. Fear of the king's wrath shaped daily life from work to worship. Families learned to obey and survive, as law was a tool of the powerful, not of justice. Unchecked power often led to instability. Wars, rebellions, and intrigue were common. Monarchs who overreached risked losing their throne entirely, while the people suffered. Yet, these centuries laid the foundation for modern governance. The abuses of power eventually sparked revolutions, shaping our ideas of law and human rights today. The era of absolute monarchs reminds us of the importance of laws and checks on power. While kings once ruled without oversight, modern societies value justice, equality, and accountability. Reflecting on these dark chapters of history helps us understand why rules exist and why power must always have limits. This concludes our journey through the world of absolute monarchs. The darkness of the past shaped the light of today. Subscribe to Ceemti Dark Archives for more historical explorations that uncover the hidden truths of power, law, and human ambition. Subscribe for more.